Oh, hey, there you are. My little snake. This is my favorite, though. My little jumping spider. So, I got some post-processing to do. But in today's video, we're actually going to be going over a little fidget cup. It's not really little, it's quite large. But it's a fidget cup, pen holder, customer request. So we designed it for them, put it all together. And also going to be doing a little bit of just like a crash course, designing in a nutshell. I've got a piece that I want to design for my vacuum / blower. So let's get into those videos while I post-process this. All right. So there it is. We're going to get it post-processed, get all of these, ow. To get all of these supports taken out, it will require tools. Break all my fingernails off. All the supports are out of all the little holes. A little bit of fuzziness in this one. All done. Now we'll get the buttons printing. So here it is, all done. This thing is massively annoying. You can't even touch it without. So let's go let the customer know it's done and not press any more buttons. See, you can't even set it down.
All right, Mike, so what do we got for tips and tricks today?
Well, I'm going to do a quick design because I want to make, so I got a new little vacuum. I've had it for a few weeks. It's really nice. It's Amazon special. Whatever that name is. How do you, there you go. It's a pretty powerful little vacuum for cleaning out the printers and stuff, and like for right here. And it's got a little nozzle that just clicks right onto the back. But I don't like how big that opening is on it. That's kind of large. So I want it to be smaller so the air stream's a little bit stronger. So we're going to do a real quick design for just a little sleeve that's going to go right over this and then come out up here a little bit taller and have maybe about a 2.5, no, about a 3 millimeter opening, I think, because I don't want it to be too restrictive because it will bog down the vacuum, but it's for the blower purpose, like using a can of air that is so freaking expensive. You buy 2 cans of air, you can buy one of these and never have to buy a can of air again.
That's awesome.
So let's get
I like that idea.
Let's get to designing.
And you don't freeze anything either.
No, if you turn it upside down, you're not going to be blowing Freon or whatever it is. It freezes everything on contact.
Exactly.
So what we want to do is we're going to do a real quick drawing of how we want this to be. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing this drawing right here. I'm doing inside dimensions of the piece we'll be modeling. And then I'm going to do 1.5 millimeter walls. So what we're going to do is on this, we're going to take some measurements. So we're going to come down this about 15 millimeters. So just make sure.
Add 0.
And then come down about 15 millimeters. Yeah, some there, we're there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of mark where's 15 millimeters on this, approximately right there. I'm not, this is for my own design, so I'm not So we're going to do about 10.5. So on this one, inside the dimension is going to be 10.5. And we're going to make it, we're going to make it 30 millimeters tall. Then that way, if you look, you just take this up to about 30. Just kind of remember 15, somewhere about there. That means it's going to come up about that tall, approximately. And then our upper dimension, we're going to do 3 millimeters. Right there. Let's get FreeCAD open. I need to update it because I think they've got a new one out. I'm on 1.1. I think they've got 1.2 out. But, so to start out, I just go to a parametric body. Starts up right into a blank. Then I go right up here to the sketch icon. Hit new sketch. I'm going to do my drawing on the XY plane. So we're going to open that up. And what I want to do is I want to get a circle. So we're going to do a circle. So go and just, if you notice, you got the red line, the green line, and then a green dot, which is your center. So if you go here and you do like this, you're not right on the center. You want to go till that, the other lines stay the same, but that green dot turns a little bit darker. And then you click on it, drag it out. We're doing 10.5 millimeter. So just type in 10.5, hit enter. There it is. Now we're going to do another circle. So you just leave your circle tool on, go back to that center dot till it turns dark green. We're doing a 1.5 millimeter wall. So we need to go 3 millimeters. So we need to be 13.5. Right click to get rid of the tool. And there's our circle. We're fully constrained. Close that. Now what you want to do is over here, just make sure your sketch is selected. You can go right up to your toolbar and go to a new datum plane. Datum plane's already on the object's XY. So go down here. We're going to offset it, the Z direction. We were going to do 30 millimeters tall. So we'll go right here, highlight that, type in 30 millimeters, hit enter. And there it is. So we got our new plane right there. So you click that plane, do a new sketch, and it takes us right to the XY coordinate. So we could bring these in as construction, but we're not making it the same. We're doing a smaller. So up top, we're going to grab our circle again, and we're doing the same thing as we did on the bottom. We want 3 millimeters this time for the inner circle. And then we want 6 millimeters for the outer circle. So there we go. Now it's all fully constrained, good to go. Hit close. Now you got a little circle up here, you got a big circle down there. So if you select Sketch 1, hit Control on your keyboard, select Sketch 2. Then you want to do an additive loft. Click that additive loft, and that's seriously, literally all you got to do. Hit OK. You've got your cone. 30 millimeters tall, 3 millimeters here, and 10.5 down here. Now you can hide that datum plane just by clicking the eyeball. And what I want to do is I'm going to round this off. So I'm going to select the outer ring here of the body. And I'm going to do a little fillet. I'm going to hit OK. And now that's nice and rounded off. And then on the bottom, we're going to select the inner circle. And we're going to do a little chamfer. And we're going to do 0.5 for our little chamfer.
But it came up as 1 millimeter for the chamfer.
Well, I haven't went in on my settings, but on your settings, you can have it go, I mean, all the way down to 0.1. So everything does like steps of 0.1. Right now mine is set to do steps of 1, and I've just left it like that. But like if you go to these arrows, because most of the time I type in what I want, because right now mine is set at 1 millimeter steps. So every time I click the arrow, it's going to go 1 millimeter at a time.
But because you typed in that 0.5, it's going to stay, that 0.5 will stay there.
Yeah.
And it'll just go up by 1
Yeah, because I could change it back to 1. And now it's going to go, so my steps are 1 millimeter at a time.
So you can't, like, even going down more on that 1, you're not going to, you'll just get 0.
Yeah, but okay, I mean, most of the time I type it in, but you can go into settings, but I'm not going to mess with all that now. But you can go into settings and you can change that up on what your steps are.
Perfect.
Plus, you can come down here and you can change up what your mouse settings are right here. So,
down at the bottom
like
there.
right now, mine, and it'll, if you hover over it, it'll tell you what each button does.
That's cool.
And mine is set on Tinkercad because I just like the way I can right click and that kind of takes and scrolls around. I can zoom in and out with the wheel. I can press the wheel and hold it and move around.
I think that's the biggest thing for me that I struggle with is that, like, I can't ever remember which button takes me where, and all of these programs all do them differently.
They're a little bit different.
So
you can select a whole bunch of different ones here, or you can go to settings and do your own.
That's cool. Because I'm always getting, like, the piece out of the frame and then I can't find it, or it's on the wrong side or whatever. So that's good to know. Those keys help with that.
Yeah. So that's basically it. So once you put in what you want, you can see the pink. So the pink is where it's going to cut
that chamfer.
That chamfer out. Now you can go down here and hit show final result. And then it's going to show you actually what it's going to look like.
Cool. Here's a customer.
If you just click this to show final result, then it's going to show you what it looks like. You can type in, you can also just scroll in, grab this arrow right here, and you can pull it out in 0.1 steps, however big you want it. So we're sticking with 0.5. All you do is hit OK, and that's it. It's done. Just that quick.
How do you save it?
So to save it, what we're going to do is I'm going to rename this to air nozzle. So now that is saved. So just make sure you click that. It'll highlight in blue. You can go to File, go to Export. I've got it going to my downloads. There's already another one here. And that's it. And then you go up here. When you go to close it, it's going to ask you if you want to save. You just hit Save. And there's that other one that was already there. So we're just going to save it there. And that's it. So now you can go open it up. Go to Downloads folder. We're going to go to this one. Open it up in our slicer. We're going to do TPU with this, so it'll just stretch just a little bit to go over the tip of this and kind of help hold it on there, hopefully. If not, super glue is good for all things. And so there it is. Got our K1 selected. TPU. So I've got settings for everything in here that are my own from me going through and doing testing and doing tuning for all the different types of filaments. So these are all under user preset. You have all the system presets down here, and these are all mine. So we got our TPU selected. And same again with the machine's settings. So my 0.2 millimeter TPU right there. And that's all my own tested and tuned settings for TPU. Slice plate. That's it. It's going to take 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So now we're going to go send it to our printer. Our printer is number 144 that we want to send it to. It's right there. Let's go in, hit start print. It takes a whole 3 minutes and it will be done. So I'll see you in 3 minutes.
YouTube magic.
Yep. I like to. At least I'm not standing here like this.
I know.
All right, so here it is. Don't let anybody tell you that Creality are not a good printer. I want you to look how nice that printed off. Almost no stringing because it's all been tuned in.
Hold on, let's look at it
you
from
want to look
inside.
at it? Nice. Let's take it off the build plate. There it is. You see it's TPU. TPU. Now look at the inside. There's very little stringing inside there.
Squeeze it. Squeeze it, squeeze it.
And that's it. Let's get this tiny bit of stringing out.
Let's go see how it fits on our nozzle.
Now let's go test it out. We're back in here, so here it is. See the size difference. So it'll be a little bit stronger airstream coming out. So this should, if I did everything, just go right over that. Kind of like pressure fit. There we go. And that should hold on there. Now, this is my handy dandy. It's actually done charging. So I got this off Amazon for like $25, $28, something like that. It's a really strong, really nice vacuum. It does, there's some attachments for the front as well for vacuuming out. And then what I'm using it for a lot, besides a vacuum, is the blower portion, because I'm tired of spending so much money on canned air. So this just goes and clicks right onto the back. And that's a pretty nice strong stream.
Get a piece of paper. Let's see.
Well, I don't want to use that.
Right there. Just blow this up.
I mean, not as strong as canned air, but it's not bad. And then if you take this off, oh, it's actually stronger. I don't know. Maybe I don't want that on there. Maybe that's too much restriction. Okay. Well, we designed it, but I don't think it's worthwhile.
Well, maybe for it to get into smaller spaces.
Restricting it too much. Yeah. I think that's restricting it too much. So I don't think I'm going to use it. But you got a quick tutorial on how to use FreeCAD.
Yeah.
It's super duper easy, and hence by the name, it is free.
Yeah.
And it is, there's tutorials all over the place out there on YouTube on how to do it. I'm not really much of a tutorial type person, but I'll show y'all me doing a CAD like that right there. And like I said, that was, it literally, if I'd have sat down without talking, it would have taken me 2 minutes to do that.
Right. Super easy. Well,
super
thanks
easy.
for your tips and tricks, Mike.
You're welcome.